Morning.
Morning.
Happy Friday.
Oh, happy Friday.
Oh yeah, happy Friday. Straight in there. Today, we're going to take you somewhere different. Somewhere I've only been to once, but it's for an event that I've known about for 13 years, but we've never been. Helen's going to tell you more about that later. But right now, let's cue the music. Hi Bob.
Hi, Bob.
So good morning, everybody.
Good morning everybody.
That's it, I'm done.
Hasta pronto. We've travelled into Murcia province. We're about 2 hours from Torrevieja. Maybe less actually, it's longer on the bus. There are a lot of buses here. We're here today with Rosa's tour guide, but there's also David's coaches and Euro tour guide.
They're only called Rosa Tours, actually.
Thank you. Euro tour guide's here as well. We booked Rosa's quite a while back.
Yeah,
before
they were the
we knew
first
about
ones
the
to
others.
advertise the event, I think. That's why we booked with them.
Today, we're in Caravaca de la Cruz, and we're here for...
The running of the wine horses.
Helen's going to tell you a bit about this historic event, among other things, as we're going around and about and seeing what there is.
But I'm not going to run them.
They might run you.
Yeah.
Look, they've already been here, look.
Yeah, they have. Look, there's already.
Pooper Trooper.
So today we're here for the fiesta, which is the running of the wine horses. And it's held on the 2nd of May every year, every single year. And the fiesta is to celebrate sort of a legend, a story, which apparently took place in ancient times. We're not quite sure which century, but I think it was the 17th century. And the story goes that the castle on the top of the hill in Caravaca de la Cruz was besieged by the Moors who had invaded from North Africa centuries before. And the story goes that the besieged townsfolk were stuck in the castle and their drinking water became contaminated and they were all becoming ill and dying. Now, the Knights Templars heard about this story and decided that they needed to bring clean drinking water to the townsfolk so that they weren't dying from the contaminated water. The problem is the Knights Templar couldn't find any fresh drinking water. The only thing that they could find was wine. So they filled the skins up, put the skins on the horseback, filled it with wine and brought them here to Caravaca and ran the horses up the hill to the castle past the Moors. And they gave the wine to the townsfolk. The townsfolk bathed the Holy Cross of Caravaca in the wine and then drank it and were miraculously cured from their illnesses and managed to defeat the Moors. So every year they celebrate this story by running horses up the hill. Each horse belongs to a group of people and the group of people are called peñas. We can see some walking towards us now. They've all got their own colours and their own sort of uniforms. And it's sort of a legacy. Each group is a legacy. The children are actually born into the group, and as they grow up, they eventually take the place of the parents. And the horses run up the hill, accompanied by 4 members of the group, 4 men, who have got to hold on to the horse all the way up. There are prizes for the best dressed horse because they're dressed in mantles made of silk and gold thread, and they're very elaborate. And the embroidery on them even depicts members of the peña. So there's a prize for the fastest horse and a prize for the best dressed horse. And there'll be about 60 horses taking part in this event. And I think it's going to be absolutely crazy.
The other thing is, when they're racing up the hill, there are 4 of these peñas with the horse. If one of them loses contact with the horse as they're going up the hill, they're disqualified. Oh, wow. Say hello to Nigel, Mr. Sirra. Get ready for this. Wow.
Crazy. Only in Spain.
Do this again. And we've only been here 5 minutes. There's another one. Make that another 2. Now what you'll see on the horses, you'll look on the side, you'll see the saddlebags, which is what they put the wine in. Get you a better view. We've seen some events, some fiestas, some festivals in our time in Spain. This is already up there, and we've only been here 10 minutes. If you look on the back of all of them, all those taking part, you'll see we've got Peñal Cafe, which is one of the groups, and you'll see on the back on the neckerchiefs, you can see which group they're part of. And we've seen 4 or 5 at least already, as you look around and about.
Some of the cafes that we've seen are only for use of the groups as well. It says Peña Solo Socio.
Yeah.
So it's only the people that are members of the group that can actually get a drink from those cafes. So as yet we've not had a drink.
Including coffee.
I was going to say I'm getting a bit ready for a coffee. See, each horse has got a number on it as well. Can you see on the top of it?
Yeah, that one's number 6,
yeah.
Isn't it? Quickest horse last year did the hill run in 9 seconds, the quickest team, which is nuts.
It's only 80 metres though, but it is uphill.
Yes.
It took me 9 hours.
The other thing as well, apparently we've just found out from non-Essex Bird, there's a women's team this year, which is the first time ever. Caravaca de la Cruz is actually designated a holy city. It's one of 7, I think it is.
It was made a holy city by John Paul II, Pope John Paul II.
So there's going to be a jubilee here. It's one of the few places that can have a jubilee in 2031, I think.
I think so. It's every 7 years, I think.
And apparently the last time there was over 200,000 people here for that.
No, for this event.
Oh, for this event?
For this event.
Not for the Jubilee?
No, for this event in the Jubilee year. Last time there were 200,000 people here. And so, some of the embroidery are family members of the Peña people, so they're actual people.
Oh wow.
Oh, there's somebody on it. Yeah, just say that. First one we've seen with anybody on it.
Just have a look at how many people there are here. I'm going to turn the camera around and walk across. Crazy. We're not very well prepared for this event this year. We're giving you a bit of the history, but actually, feet on the ground, knowing what it's like, you can only do that being here. And now we've been here, me personally, I want to come back again, possibly not on a bus, so we can get more of it.
It's absolutely
Don't forget
packed.
to like, subscribe, and ring that bell. Don't cost you down to subscribe.
That's true.
Premature enunciation, but good one, Bob. Taking part, she just stopped me and she said, "Where are you from?" in English and Spanish, living in Lincoln, not a million miles from where we're from. How bizarre. Cuidado que vamos. We've not got anywhere near where they run the wine horses. What you can see now is on the TV, big screen here in the plaza. in the shade. We're in
Very hot.
one of the main plazas. We're away from the, unfortunately, we're away from where they're running the wine horses. There's
There'd
got to be
chance of
100,
getting
yeah,
there.
it's got to be
There
at
are
least
100
100,000.
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy packed full of people.
But it's the atmosphere and everything. Definitely recommend. I'll be back. But we can see on the screen.
So you missed it. That one's already up.
Does anybody want a fan? No, I'm all right. Thanks.
So we can see on the big screen there. We can see him running up the hill.
With the penya holding on to him.
Yeah, and it's not. There's not that many. It's not that far. What's it, about 80 metres?
It's 80 metres, yeah, it's not that far. Well, to be quite honest, it's absolutely red hot, so if it were that far, they'd be dying of heat exhaustion.
Yeah. So that looks like,
There's
if
one
you
that
see
sets off
now,
now,
about to
look.
set off on the start, hopefully you can see that. And you see the peñas that's got hold of the horse.
They all need to keep hold of him.
Hopefully you'll see it, look at too pixelated.
We've seen all these horses walking up the street, haven't we? There we
Yeah,
go.
there we go. They're off.
Oh, I know, blue way.
God.
That's crazy.
And that's it. This is ace. I'm watching on the big screen and they're pouring
Wine.
wine
It's
out of the saddlebags.
The saddleback of the horse. Now, each
I'm gonna
horse
sit
is
and
going
switch
to
club.
each horse is going to run up that 80 metres and be timed. And the quickest horse. So there are 60 horses to go. We're not going to be able to sit here and watch 60 horses.
Stand here.
Or stand here. Yeah. So they're gonna film. Time each horse, and the fastest horse will get a prize. Now, I hate horse racing because I love animals and I think it's really cruel. But this, it's not. Doesn't seem cruel. They're running 80 metres. That's all. I think it's crueler for the actual guys that have got to hang on to them. Now, get ready. It can only be 80 metres because it's so hot today. And I can't believe how many people stand in front of them.
There we go. And that was quick. They weren't hanging about. As soon as they got over the horse, they were off. Yeah. Very quickly, it looked like there were a lot of people in front of the horse, and what are they called? Begins with P. The guys that were holding onto the horse.
Oh, the penya.
Penya, sorry, thank you. It looked like there were a load of people in front, and now nobody got one over. I've no idea. But the reason for that is they're trying to stop the horse and the peñas getting up the hill. So of course, if one of them lets go, they're disqualified.
Yeah,
And that's
they're the other teams. They're the other teams that are also racing.
so that's what they're trying to do. If you've been to this event, drop us a comment, let us know. Let us know what you thought of it. Me, it's on my list for next year. I've lived in Spain over 11 years and I still don't fail to be surprised. This is great. Don't forget, if you've enjoyed this one, like, subscribe, ring that bell.
Yeah, make sure you subscribe because it costs you nothing, but it really helps our channel.
It's free.
And you get to see stuff like this.
Hasta pronto.
Bye!
Bye-bye.
Ooh, might have a bit of wind. No, that. Oh. What a way to start.